welcome to the Fox 40 Full Court Press, the Holiday Classic edition. Now, plenty of fans come to the Stop DWI Holiday Classic for the festivities on Thursday, but they stay for the action, which tips off today. In Region Bracket 1, Maine Endwell, they host Norwich, and the Purple Tornado have an early one-point lead, but the Gallard boys changing that. Kyle to Adam as he gets the layup to go. 10-9 lead for Emmy, but then the Spartans go on a bit of a run. Jake Sinicki, the no-look pass to Chris Himes, count the three ball there. It's 17-11 Emmy, but the Tornado hanging tough. Kyle Edwards can't get the layup to go, but his teammates get the board, kick it back out to Edwards in the corner, and he drops one from downtown. Norwich pulls it in 3. But the Gallagher boys are working again this time. Kyle from Adam, that's good. 3 of his 16 points as the Spartans take this one 57-45. Emmy plays the winner of this game right here, BHS and Union Endicott. Always a hard-fought rivalry. Tonight, though, pretty much one-sided. Jamie Curtis doing things themselves. Misses the initial shot, but gets the bucket and the foul. BHS leads by a touchdown in the second quarter. Next possession, KJ Rose. Used to be a UE Tiger. Now he's a Binghamton Patriot. Still doing things well offensively off the pass from Seth West. It's a 10-point lead now for the Pats. BHS behind Rose and Curtis, and their combined 40 points on the night. Never looked back, winning 66-50. In the national bracket we go. St. Raymond and Philadelphia Electric. Let's pick things up early in the first quarter. Lorenzo Rojas finds Luis Santos, gets the nice up and under to go, plus the foul, and we are tied at 2 early on in this one. But Philly Electric answers right back. Hakeem Baxter driving from the top of the key, gets the floater to go over the block attempt. We have a 1-point game in favor of the Chargers. Then it's Baxter again. You know I don't speak Spanish, Baxter. Not even, I'm just a little impressed. I'm not even offended there. 13-8 lead. PE goes on top, and their time's winding down in the first quarter. Ravens looking to stay in this one. Kevon Williams saw in the dunk contest there. Here he hits a 3 from the wing, but it's the Chargers who upset the Ravens in this one, 62-54. In the nightcap, Brooklyn's Abraham Lincoln sports the 41st best prospect in the nation according to ESPN. Isaiah Whitehead, one of the schools that's going after him, has already offered him a scholarship. That's Syracuse. Mr. 900, Jim Boeheim, in bingo tonight to check him out. DeMarcus Page, though, gets the rip off of Whitehead there. He also gets the bucket and the harm. 2-point lead for Lincoln is cut down to. Trevon Morton here off the pass from Whitehead. Ties this ball game up at 13 points apiece, and right now at the half, Lincoln trails Trinity 31-23. On the other side of the national bracket, the Lions of Bishop Laughlin, they lead IC Norcom by 10 late in the first half, but the mighty Greyhounds, yes, you heard correctly, make a run. Troy Locke knocks down the tray. Then James Whitaker from behind the arc beats the buzzer. How about Locke one more time? Norcom ties this game up at 34 points apiece, but just before the end of the half, Laughlin separates themselves. Kadeen Carrington nabs the inbound, slams it home. That's a Player of the Night nominee with the two-hand jam. He dropped 19 points in the game as the Lions paced themselves to a 76-60 win. How about Dunbar and Brooklyn Collegiate squaring off? Close game in the second quarter here. Adrian Williams in transition. The jumper finds its way to the bottom of the net. Lions down by 2. Brooklyn now in transition again. Craig McKenzie to Willie Barnes. And we are all tied at 23 points apiece. A lot of close games early on in this tournament. But with time winding down, E.J. Florio, he is for real. Goes aerial there. The steal and the dunk. That's also a top play of the night nominee. And did I say one top play of the night nominee? How about 2 as the Bulldogs go on for the 72-53 win behind 16 points from Smith. Now, we mustn't forget about the ladies who, in the Pete Hyde Coaches vs. Cancer Holiday Classic, they take center stage in that tournament. So we start things off with the co-hosts, Maine Endwell. They're opening up against Liverpool, Syracuse School. This one, all Spartans. Becca doing the steal and the layup. Plus, she gets the harm as well, and Emmy takes an early 3-point lead. Full court pressure for the Spartans pays dividends. Daniela Dean, the steal and the layup. 11-2, Maine Endwell jumps out in front, and the Spartans keep pouring it on. Dean for 3 from the corner. Makes it an 18-point ball game, and that's all the cushion they need in this one, winning big tonight. 53-27. As for the other tournament host, Johnson City, they did not fare as well. In fact, you might want to look away right now. Taking on Norwich day one. This game, all-purple tornado. Just before the end of the first half, Ashley Campbell gives Norwich a 25-12 halftime lead. Then in the second half, more the same. Shelby Benjamin stealing it, not giving it back. Norwich leads by 15. Johnson City tries their best to keep themselves in this ball game, but even this magic from Christina Carpenteri, not good enough on the afternoon as Norwich dominates from horn to horn, winning this one 48-35. Meanwhile, at the Pete Hyde Coaches vs. Cancer Holiday Classic, Vestal and Seton, they're tied at 2, but no longer. Alyssa Mullins drains the 3 from the top of the key. We have a 3-point lead in favor of Vestal. The Golden Bears are continuing that run now. Annie Ulrich misses the hook, but Jen Shelp, she has her teammates back, puts that into the back of the bucket, and it is a 5-point lead now. Saints down, they're not out, down 9 off the inbounds. Christy O'Neill finds Angelica Hauer. I think I mentioned it a few times. She's going to Stony Brook next fall. That ends Vestal's 11-point run, and the Saints climb back into this thing. Taylor Stevens to Hauer again. Nice tip it to herself, plus the basket. Saints take a 1-point lead, so it continues to go back and forth there. O'Neill ties the game up at 17 points with that 3 from the corner. The Saints go marching in and get the victory, 51-45. Union Endicott and CV facing off in the Coaches vs. Cancer Holiday Classic. We got a lot of games. We're throwing them at you here. Warriors with a big first half lead. Maddie Stager in transition. Guess what? It's good because we're showing it in the highlights. CV takes a 10-0 lead, but the Tigers crack the scoreboards here off the inbound. Kenny Vienu gets the land, and they're finally on the board, 10-2. Maddie Stager, she had a good game. 5 threes on the day. Here's 2 of them back-to-back. And it is a 18-8 lead for the Warriors. But guess what? The Tigers slowly claw their way back into this one. Vienu finds Victoria Matrell in the corner as the Tigers come all the way back and score the 8-point win, 50-42. And finally, this one might be the game of the night. Owego, Oneonta. First quarter, the Indians all in, breaking the press to perfection. Jill Savanek to Samantha Silvantakis. And the Yellow Jackets, that lead is cut to 1, but Oneonta is tough to keep down for long. Mariah Ruff, she is a very good player, both offensively here, getting it in on the defensive end. Gets the rip, finds Minnie Webster for the deuce. We're all tied at 1. The Indians give Oneonta their best shot, but Ruff and the Yellow Jackets ride out the test and escape with a 4-point win, 50-46. Let's dish out some hardware. Going to the play of the night. We showed it to you a little earlier. EJ Floriel. We saw him in the dunk contest here doing it in game action. EJ Floriel is for real. And taking home the play of the night. Olivia Bishop with some help from Rachel Merrill is going to take home our stop of the night. Here she gets the rip and the bucket. Defense turning the offense. We love it here on the full court press. And here, Owego taking home the stop of the night, even though he did not get the win against Oneonta. 2 more scores before we let you go. The Bearcats fall to 3-9 on the year, dropping one 74-47 to Colgate. And the B-Cents, they get a road win. After losing just earlier in the week to Syracuse, they get the win in the Capital District, 3-2. Cole Snyder's 2 goals for the B-Cents. Got it? All right, that's it for the full court press. We'll see you tomorrow.